Hello, this is Soumitra from Minro Project Information. Today I'm going to talk about Bisleri. The reason behind talking about Bisleri is already in the news of getting sold to Tatas or anybody at 7,000 CR. So the deal is still to take over, but there is a lot of action already happening. First, it is capital markets. Bottler for Bisleri called Orient Beverages is already have a upper circuit. So it's the stock of Orient Beverages is traded heavily and is getting the highest price in last 5 years. So this is number one. Second news is it also made me curious as to Bisleri is not an Indian name. So how is it come? Because we heard that the name is Italian. So I was very curious because India was all flooded by British brands, American brands, and where Italy came from. So a fellow called, an industrialist called Felice Bisleri, he was from Italy. So he was Italian. He set up this, first of all, he set up one liqueur brand. I will just tell you the name of the liqueur brand. So liqueur is typically had after dinner or somewhere. It's called as Fero China. Okay. Why Fero China? I really don't know. But Fero China Bisleri is a wine or liqueur. It's still sold. Okay. Second, he also set up one anti-malaria herbal tonic unit. And interestingly, the ingredients for the unit were supplied from India. And from 1920 onwards, there were some units which have been set up because for this purpose. Okay, this is two. And third is he also started a mineral water called Nocera Omra. The Nocera Omra is named after the town itself, where it's fully of fine waters. So this particular mineral water is still available. It's almost 128 years old. So they are celebrating. And later World War, some information is missing on the internet. I could not find that information from 1920 to 1955 how it came through. But in 1955, actually the grandson of this Mr. Felice Bisleri, he actually sold this unit to Dr. Rossi. He was another Italian. See, Dr. Rossi and Mr. Khushru Santuk, they were friends, and they set up one unit in Thane, in Waghela State, for making the bottled water Bisleri. Okay, there are some stories on the internet. Of course, our channel is not for carrying stories. I'm just telling you how they are carrying the brand and how a brand is evaluated and how much it goes further. Definitely, 1969, the Chauhans from Parle, they acquired this brand. And again, Mr. Jayantilal Chauhan, who was the owner of Parle, he split the company two brothers. So Bisleri went to Mr. Ramesh Chauhan, who is also proud owner today and is already selling his stock. The brand is very famous in India. Bisleri, who does not know Bisleri? Bisleri is a category by itself, they say it. However, the seeds of this whole thing were set up in 1881 when Mr. Felice Bisleri started with this. So understand, if you have a packaged drinking water business, or if you have anything like this in this, the brand is the major thing. If you set up your brand, you can sell the business like anything. If you don't make money in selling the bottled water, the money will be available. The money can be made through selling the brand, establishing a brand. By establishment of a brand, you can do several things, like you can have several plants. Like Bisleri had already, they are having 135 plants. The 135 plants are through the co-packers, or we call it contract packers. So they pack it for Bisleri. Bisleri does not own anything, nothing out of that. But only because of brand, they are flourishing. So I wish you all the best for setting up your units or your bottled water business or co-packing or anything. But be very conscious about the brand building from beginning and flourish like Bisleri. Thank you so much.